Welcome back to the Rare Barrel channel, everybody. We're so excited to have you here checking this video out. We did a bourbon haul, and we are excited to share that with you. We recently got back from a bourbon hunting trip out of state. It brought us to the frozen north.
It didn't start frozen, but it ended frozen.
Yeah, it's true.
It started really warm, like 50.
And then it got cold, and blowing cold.
Yeah. Freezing.
So we headed to none other than Fargo, North Dakota, a place that has a movie about it. It's incredible. Now, I was born in North Dakota, not Fargo. It was north of that, in Grand Forks. Great little city.
The greatest.
But on our way up, we stopped at Spirits Liquor, one of my favorite stores to stop at whenever we're cruising up the old 94 corridor, north of the Twin Cities. We picked up not one, but two bottles from that store. One of them was the Architect store pick from Spirits Liquor. This one is straight bourbon whiskey finished with French oak staves. This one we cracked a little early. We opened her up at the hotel and it was mighty tasty.
It was good. It was very good.
It had your quintessential bourbon notes, some nice caramel, some nice vanilla. It was...
What's the proof on this one?
This was
110?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little spicy. It was a little...
It drank hotter than the proof,
yeah,
for sure.
Mm-hmm. But it was good.
But still really good.
That's like a preference for me, so I liked it. I liked it.
The second one we picked up, we were going to pick it up on the way up. We ended up stopping back and picking it up. And that is Barrel Bourbon Cask Finish Series. And this one was finished in the Amberana cask.
So you heard about this on...
I heard about
in
this.
the comments, or?
No, from somebody while we were out on a hunt. Somebody had said this was an incredible tasting bottle. So let's find out.
Okay. I was gonna say. Let's try it.
I love doing the thing. It's my favorite part.
And that.
And that. You ready for this?
Yes. Can I see this?
Ooh.
So this is a blend of whiskeys.
This thing smells like a frosted cinnamon roll.
You know I love cinnamon rolls.
I do know that.
Oh
You love
my
anything
gosh.
sweet.
It does. Oh, it smells like cinnamon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Give her a taste.
Okay.
See what this thing's all about.
Oh. Wow. The cinnamon is so strong. But it's like sugar, cinnamon.
It's like that frosting.
It is. It tastes like frosting. The finish is like a not super sugary. It's not super sweet, but that's crazy.
They do it right. Now I heard it's not hard to screw this up. You can over Amberana it and make it too...
What is Amberana? What
No
it's
idea.
just okay.
Maybe somebody can let us know in the comments below. This
Wow, that's good.
is a beautiful, desserty type of bourbon. Wow.
So this says true blending expertise is required to enhance the bourbon with Amberana and maintain balance. The BCS blending team created a bourbon blend of 2 mash bills with different char levels finished in Amberana casks. A vatting of individual casks without finishing was layered in to add depth, richness, and complexity.
It is certainly rich. Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That,
And it lingers, like
Yeah.
that cinnamon.
yep, frosting
It's almost
note.
it's weird to say, but it's almost like a cream cheese frosting kind of.
Yeah. Yep. and it lingers. This bourbon has holidays built, or just like spelled all over it.
I was gonna say, I bet it would be good mixed with like just some of the mixers that we've done.
Oh yeah.
But you don't need to mix with anything. You don't want to waste it like mixing it.
That.
Wow.
I could just sip that on a nice cold, snowy evening. Just think about that by the fireplace. Ooh, just.
Wow, that's good. You should try this. If you see it, you should try it.
This one here is.
Glad we went back.
This one here is edition 1. So, I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but this one is edition 1, and it is really good. So we continued our trek north into Fargo. Now, Spirits is in Melrose, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Stop there, it's really awesome. Their bourbon selection is crazy. We've done 2 videos there. The one that we just did is obviously up because we're back at the studio and talking about the haul. So, definitely stop in there. It's incredible. The bourbon
they knew a lot. They had a lot, like, the people that worked there were just really nice. They knew a lot about scotch. They had a lot of scotches. They had a lot of different tequilas. Just everything. Yeah.
So then we headed north to Fargo, and we came to a place called Happy Harry's.
Oh yeah.
This place was massive.
It was.
Like a barn. Now, the bourbon selection was really good. Didn't hold a candle to Spirits, but it was still pretty good.
Yeah.
And when we got there, so it had things that you can't really find in Minnesota, and one of those was this Holiday Soft Red Wheat. I don't know much about it other than it's a wheated bourbon. It's a bottled in bond, and they have this blending. So it's from Rickhouse C, but blending barrels from all of these different floors, 1 through 6. They didn't get any from floor 7. So the blending is 5% from 1, 5% from 2, 14% from 3, 57% from 4, 16% from 5, and 3% from 6.
Oh, interesting.
It's a 6-year-old bourbon. Wow.
And it's got that really like classic old vibe.
And it's got a screw top.
Oh, really?
Like when I first tried to open it, I thought it was a cork and it did not come off. So this is going to be interesting. Heard a lot about it, but I haven't really dove deep into it. What do you think?
Well, very different
It's
from
tough.
the one we just tried.
Tough coming off that dessert.
I might have to have some water. It smells good.
A little more muted. That one had more power as far as like the aromas and everything like that.
Right.
This one is a lot more muted. Obviously bottled and bond, it's only 100 proof compared to the 116 we were at before. It's a nice sweet note to it.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, there's you have like kind of the typical caramel. There's not a ton of the baking spice like hotness from it for me. A little bit on the end maybe.
Yeah, it is sweet.
It's sweet.
It's smooth.
Very smooth.
It has a nice mouthfeel. It coats the mouth really nice. Again, it's really hard to come off of this Amberana.
Yeah, I was
into a
not
sweet
expecting
wheat.
it to be like.
So the flavors on this now are very muted. And so it might be something to come back to. It's still really good. It's really smooth, and it's sweet. It's a nice sweet bourbon.
It doesn't have the kind of the alcohol burn that you get sometimes. I mean, it's only 100 proof,
Right.
but still, it's not like that's not terribly low proof for.
It's got like a baked bread note to it. That also in the beginning, like right in the front of the palate, you get that slight vanilla, and then it goes into this baked bread for me, like freshly baked bread. It's a really nice.
I could see that.
It's a really nice flavor. It's so smooth.
It's very smooth. It goes down.
We'll have to try this one again when we haven't come off of Amberana.
Yeah.
But man, that's still really good.
Yeah, it is good.
Even after coming off of that, it's
Do you
still
remember
really
what the price point was on that?
good. I want to say it was only around 50-ish, 50, 60.
So it'd be a great gift for the holidays. Again, the bottle itself is just really cool. It's got kind of a holiday feel to it. It's good.
That's super good. Now there was 2 Happy Harry locations, and we visited the second one. And when we were there, we found an Old Elk sherry cask finish. Now, Old Elk is kind of a under the radar bourbon.
Is it?
Yeah, like people know about it, but it's not like something that everybody's like going after.
Yeah.
This one here, I think, is going to be a good one. I like finished bourbon. It's no secret that I am a giant fan of the Woodford Reserve Sonoma Triple Finish.
Oh yeah, his favorite. Which we saw one.
Yep.
And we restrained.
We didn't buy
get
it. Probably should have.
Probably should have.
Because it's my fave right now. That one's got such a complex flavor to it. So this one is finished in sherry casks. This one's coming in at 109.7 proof. The Old Elk Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Finished in sherry casks is a build on our award-winning flagship high malt mash bill. Left to rest in Oloroso sherry casks, the rich remnants deliver a nuanced, full-bodied flavor like nothing you've ever tasted from Old Elk Distillery. Unveil the flavor with the sherry cask finish from our cask finishing series. So right now, I believe there are 4 cask finished bourbons in the series.
Okay.
Sherry is one of them. Armagnac, cognac, and port. I believe port won an award this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Do we have that one?
We do not have that one. We do have the Armagnac, but not the port.
This is interesting. It's good. You can definitely tell that it's
Got the sherry in it?
Yeah, it was finished in sherry. It's very different. It's
oh,
not.
I love that.
Yeah, it's not the hot sort of baking spice, cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla, caramel type.
Fruit. It's got the fruit.
Yeah, it's fruity.
Obviously,
Yeah.
you would think it would after being finished in sherry cask, but it's such a nice subtle blend throughout. I mean, you still get the vanillas.
Mm-hmm.
You still get that oak finish towards the back, but
Yeah.
having that fruit all the way through is just
Still the
amazing.
oak, but much more like acidic, but also you can taste. It tastes like the grape and the.
Yep. Ooh, that is a good one. Definitely a nice pickup on that one. The second sip is a little bit warmer than the first for me. It's just me. Again, 109.7 proof, so that was a good one.
My tongue is still like zinging from the
Amberana?
Yeah.
We also picked up some fun holiday bottles. We're going to show you these guys. We'll be using these for our holiday cocktail mixes and videos, so we're going to have fun with these. Super excited. Always love the holiday bottles because it's just festive, it's fun. Great for holiday parties, and they're not expensive.
Right. They're
Like
all
each
really
one of
cheap.
these are like maybe 30, and 30.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
We also
Smoke wagon.
saw lots of really cool like gift sets and gift baskets.
Yep.
I think it was Happy Harry's, one of them, that had some pretty cool ones, like a Buffalo Trace. Was it a bourbon cream? Oh no, and there was one with bourbon cream. One had Buffalo Trace in it. Had a couple cups in it. It was cool. Like it would make a really good gift for somebody. And some people have a really hard time finding Buffalo Trace, so
Yeah, it was cool.
Even to be able to buy it as a gift set was cool.
And you can never have too many cocktail glasses. Don't let anybody tell you that you have too many.
True. We don't have enough.
If you have friends over, you want to mix up some cocktails, you don't have enough glasses, the party just got wrecked. Now we found a kind of exciting one, personally, because I've been to a few concerts. My friend Jake and I had gone to a concert. This was last year, and this is Uncle Chickens.
And it was kind of funny because when we saw it, right away the bottle intrigued us because I like to say I'm like a hippie at heart. I just love tie-dye, I love hippies, I love jam band music and just all that kind of stuff. Bluegrass. So we saw this, we're like, what a cool bottle. And then he realized that
It's presented by Whiskey Myers, a country rock band. We went to a concert where they were headlining and they were incredibly fun to watch. And so this was just fun to get kind of, it's just kind of like a little, tribute whiskey.
Yeah.
Who knows if it's any good?
well, and
Probably
so
won't crack it open
and
now.
we were looking at it, and then we went up to talk to the guy that was working the counter, just a really nice younger kid. He said, their new store, they didn't have much for allocated things that day, but he's like, there is one rare bottle over there, and he called out the Uncle Chickens. So it was kind of a sign that we just had to go back and get
we
it.
had to do. Now we did also pick up, we don't have it here, it's over there on the shelf, but we also did pick up a Redbreast 12-year Irish whiskey. I'm not the biggest Irish fan. She likes a little more of the Irish, or has liked a little more of the Irish, and then our guy Ben is big into the Irish stuff, so we kind of got it in honor of him. And
We should probably just show it. It's a pretty cool bottle.
yeah,
Get it?
it's right up over there. This one was cool because they had put it in a tin surround thing that I guess can be turned into a bird feeder after you're done. I just thought it was neat. Kind of one of those gimmicks that grabs you as a marketing person. I always, when you get me for marketing, I'll pay for it because you did a good job, and this was just kind of cool.
Yeah, there's a little thing here that it shows you how you can turn it into a bird feeder after, and hey, it's a 12-year aged whiskey, so it's probably gonna be delicious.
Yep. So the trip overall was tons of fun. Kind of a last minute, hey, let's just jump in the car and see where it takes us, and that's where it took us, into a mild snowstorm, because we went to bed Friday night with no snow and woke up at the hotel with a ton of snow and a ton of
It was
blowing
like blustering wind. It was freezing.
ice all over the road. So
Yeah.
tons of fun though.
It was
Nonetheless, it was a blast. Got some really good bourbons that we can't really get too much around here. So that was exciting. But thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in. Make sure to hit that like button. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would be incredible. Like we said, we have a lot of exciting things coming up, and we just want to grow this channel to a point where we can make those things happen with you.
Yes.
Okay, that's the point. Peace and love to you all. Have a great time sipping bourbon. Peace.